If little girl dress-up dreams had a warehouse, I found it. What looked like this tiny hole in the wall from the outside turned into the most magical giant vintage warehouse I had ever stepped foot in. This is Vintage by Judith, and the story behind it made me fall in love with it even more. Judith started collecting vintage clothing when she was just a little girl, and she couldn't part with any of the pieces from her massive collection. Now her daughter runs the shop with so much love and care, and they rent out the pieces for movies, commercials, events, photo shoots, Halloween. Every genre of clothing you could possibly imagine. Men's, women's, children's, shoes, and all beautifully organized and labeled like a living time capsule. Of course, I found the pink section, an entire rack that looked straight out of the 1984 prom or bridesmaid season. You guys know that I'm an old soul at heart, and half my closet is thrifted finds that I style together in my own way. But this place just felt like stepping into another lifetime. The gloves, the wigs, like this one that used to look just like my hair, this long and that curly. And look at the hats! I don't even know where to look first. You can see me doing this weird clapping thing because my brain can't even process the grandness of this section. I'm such a hat person. I love them. I wish we still lived in a time where we wore matching hats with all of our outfits before we left the house. I found a dress that I swear was straight out of my mom's closet in the 80s. Also found what I am convinced is literally my mother's wedding dress from 1971. This dress reminded me of the dress from the movie Dirty Dancing that Baby wore in the famous dance scene. At this point, I wanted to ask the owner for a job application and tell her she doesn't even have to pay me to work here. I wandered around this beautiful shop completely lost in it all while my imagination went wild. Everywhere I turned, there was another beautifully preserved piece with history and stories woven into it. It all felt special and appreciated instead of forgotten. At one point, I realized I was just literally walking around the shop carrying a black parasol because this place just created this feeling of stepping back into another era with every single piece I saw or touched. If you are ever anywhere near Austell, Georgia, you have to find this shop. It is an absolute must-see.